Here's about being a camp host in a Virginia state park. Right now I'm at Stanton River State Park, and in Virginia you have to do 30 days. I mean, that's the shortest time you can do. A lot of the other places are a lot more than 30 days, but basically what you do, you just keep up with the campground. You put up the envelopes. I'll explain that a little bit later. You check the fire pits, make sure they're clean. You keep up with the campers, make sure everything's going smooth. If they need help, you help them out. And you're not a park ranger, you're just a camp host. So if anything goes wrong in the park, you call the park ranger and they come take care of the situation. This right here is my transportation. They give you like 6 shirts and a hat. And basically you just ride around and keep up with things. I work 5 days a week, I'm off 2 days a week. This is not a payable job, this is all volunteer, but it's a good way to do 30 days worth of camping. I enjoy it. So okay, usually my day usually starts about 10 o'clock. I'll get up, fix me a cup of coffee and take little man out, let little man do his business, and then about 10 o'clock I call the visitor center. I do have a park radio, so I just call in camp host to visitor center or camp host to 101, and I'll ask them if they have any envelopes that need to go out today. And what the envelopes are, they're reservations, and you have to go around and poke them up on each pole. Each campsite's got a pole in front of it with the campground number, so the number of the campsite, excuse me. But I stick them out, and basically what's in the package is it's a pink slip that goes on your mirror to let them know that your vehicle can be in the campground, that you paid. And then the other one is a laminated pass with your name on it, and I put that on the pole, and that way I know that's your campsite and that you've checked in. I'll show you the envelopes when I go by and get one, but usually about 10:30 is the first thing I do. Get up, call the visitor center, get my envelopes, and go put them out for the day, and I'll show you my routine of how I do it so I can keep up with what I'm doing. Okay, right here is one of the envelopes I put out. This one here is for site number 14. It's got at the very top, it's got the name of the person, it's got the site they're on, it's got the checkout date, and inside there they have a bunch of information on the park. They also have their windshield tab, and then the laminated sign looks like that right there. And what they do, they just stick that on their post, and then when I do my evening check around, my check off list, I'll show you that a little bit later, they go ahead and I know how to check them off because they have their laminated name tag up there. But that's what I do every morning between 10 and 30. Just pick all of them up. Usually have on weekends when this park is the busiest, so I have anywhere from 10 to 15 envelopes put out, and I just put them out. It's still early spring, so that might be a reason too, but as close to summer it gets, this place stays pretty packed due to the fact they got a swimming pool. Part of my job is keeping the fire pits clean, and the way I do it, I've showed you the laminated stickers. They're on the post. Once people check out, I leave the laminated sticker on the post until I clean the fire pit. And basically I use industrial style dustpan right there. They give you plastic ones, and you'll melt them, plus they give you a flat shovel on a 6-foot pole, 6-foot flat shovel. But you'd be surprised how many people check out of the campground and don't put their fires out, don't pour water on it, so you gotta be aware of that. That's why you have aluminum buckets you put it in, and if the coals are still hot, you run water in the bucket, it'll cool them down, and you take them and you put them in the dumpster once they're cold, or you put them in the burn pile if they're still burning. But it's also a good way to get firewood, because you'd be surprised how many people leave their campsites with firewood that they couldn't burn. I mean, I guess they don't know they need kindling to get a fire started, so a lot of them just, they can't ever get the fire going. That's just from this morning where I cleaned out like 2 or 3 campsites, got all that wood right there, and I'll just burn it tonight. But it's pretty easy work. I mean, all you're doing is camp. When they come in, they got a clean fire pit. It's not real crowded because they're calling for rain this afternoon. About 3 o'clock it's supposed to start raining, so I'm packing up because I'll be heading out. But ain't a bad load of firewood for one afternoon. Okay, this is my camp checklist right here. What I do in the afternoon, I'm responsible to go around to each campsite and make sure that people arrived in their campsite. The ones with the X's are the people that have arrived, and the one without the X's are the people that are due to be checked in. But that's what I do in the afternoon. Anyway, that's my check off list, and what I do, it just lets the office know who's arrived and who hasn't, and it gives the park ranger idea who's in the park too. But I'll usually do that between 4:30 and 5 in the afternoon, and then I take it up to the office and I tell the girl who's here and I tell the girl who's not here. And other than that, that's what a camp host does. At night I might do a couple ride-throughs, but as far as being the police in the park, I'm not that. You just that you call the park ranger if any trouble goes on. Also, I keep up with the bathrooms, but no, I do not have to clean the bathrooms. They have housekeeping, and if they're messy, I'll just call the visitor center, and they'll get somebody from housekeeping to come down here and clean them. But basically all I do is put out envelopes, say, hey, how you doing, do you need any help to any of the campers, make sure everything's cool, do my afternoon roundabout checkout. And other than that, I just camp for free for 30 days and ride around on a golf cart and enjoy it. And usually I'll go do 3 different parks once a year, and then I head back out west. But if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you learned anything, if you're interested in doing a camp host job, just call a state park near you and ask for the park manager and tell him you want to be a camp host. If he could point you in the right direction. I mean, I don't know how I did it. I've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now, and I know the lady real good, so I don't want to give you any misinformation. So if you just call a state park in your area and ask for the park manager, he'll be able to tell you.